You hear them saying things about you, or you hear your secrets on the street, and it makes you wonder what's happening. Or sometimes it's as simple as life happening. You move away and now there's distance, or you have kids, you get married, you get a new job, and it makes you wonder, were they really your friends? Wow. Hey precious people, it's me, Precious Nwadiaro, and today I'm talking to you guys about friendship, letting go, and signs, telltale signs that let you know it's time for you to let go. You know, friendship is very, very important. We all need, we all need our girlfriends, and the guys need their guy friends. You know, it's like a little tribe we have around us. A friend kind of brings out the best in you. You laugh together, you cry together, you share laughter, you go through your pains together. That's what a friend does. If you remember in the Bible, when Mary was pregnant with baby Jesus, Mary the mother of God, and Elizabeth was pregnant with John, when Mary went to visit Elizabeth, what happened? The baby in the womb leaped. It leaped. So that's what a friend can do. They can make your dreams leap. They can give you confidence to say, girl, you got this. You can do this. If anybody can, I believe in you, girl. And that's what a friend does. But it comes a point in time where you start questioning your friendship. So I'm just going to give you guys some signs that if these signs are around you, maybe you have to reevaluate and know what to do. And the number one is you don't talk like you used to. You know, maybe your friend just moved to a different city. Your friend had a baby, like I just said. And life is happening. Life is happening. You got a job, you got your priorities. Things are changing. You don't have time like you used to. And you don't talk like you used to. And you kind of miss your friend. You're like, I miss my friend. We used to talk about this and that. But it just doesn't happen anymore. And the second sign is they don't share that good news with you. Now, this was a friend that will always come to you and say, oh, girl, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And you will pray together about it, and you will be so excited. You know, you're sharing your good news because this is your friend. And they don't share that good news with you anymore. You hear, or they just sometimes you hear your friend got married. You're like, what's happening? I thought we had something, you know, a closer bond than this. Or you heard that your friend just had a baby, or your friend just had this promotion, and you're hearing it from the streets, and your friend didn't really think much to tell you. Or the other one is when something terrible really happens, and this friend, you used to hunker down and maybe pray together, or maybe cry together, or maybe say, oh, this person did this to me, and this person, and your friend is always there for you, has a shoulder for you to lean on. But now something is happening in your life and you can't find your friend anymore, or something is happening in your friend's life and they don't even want to share with you or confide in you like they used to. You know, you kind of start missing your friend. Now you know that there's something very important that you're missing in that friendship, and that's normal. And then the other one is when you start questioning yourself, like, what is happening? I know this is not my friend. We used to do this together. What is happening? And then you maybe pick up the phone and you call your friend. Like, for example, now we have this coronavirus, and you live in a hotspot where the virus is rampaging everybody, and this friend cannot even pick up the phone and say, hello girl, how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Or you don't call them and say, oh, I hope you are doing okay. If you don't do this and your friend doesn't do this, I think it's time you reevaluate your friendship, because friends check on each other. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? How you doing? And, you know, check on each other. And then another sign is when you tell your friend, this is what is happening in my life, and they don't really care. But this friend used to go hard for you before. They used to support you before. But now when you tell them what's happening, they're like, okay, just like every other person, just like an associate, you know. And you like, this is not my friend. This is not how my friend used to behave. Something is going on, and you have to get to the root of it. This is when okay, we have to talk. This is what is happening. This is how I feel. How do you feel? Is this something I'm doing wrong? And sometimes it's nothing you're doing wrong. People change. The person you knew 5 years ago and person you know now, I'm telling you, is a different person. People change. But sometimes when we change, we also take our friends along. Sometimes when you change, you leave your friends behind, and then you keep it moving, and hopefully you get new friends. So when you see yourself in this situation where your friend doesn't really care for what you say or how you say they make you feel, they don't really want to, you know, they have a nonchalant attitude, then I think it's time to reevaluate your friendship. And Another one that is very important right now is when your friends say something bad about you. If you remember when John the Baptist, who was a forerunner of Jesus Christ, sent his disciples to go ask Jesus. He said, are you the Messiah, or do we expect somebody else? I don't know why John the Baptist did it. Maybe he had doubts that Jesus was the Messiah. Maybe he felt Jesus was going to come and rule with judgment and iron fist and rod, but Jesus came with a message of peace and love. Or maybe he thought, oh, because Jesus wasn't drinking, well, maybe Jesus was hanging out with tax collectors and people that drink, while him, John the Baptist, and his disciples stayed in the wilderness and they didn't drink, they didn't do all those things, they had the dreadlocks and stuff. Maybe because Jesus' message was different. And John the Baptist was kind of, wondering, but what did Jesus do? This was a trying moment for Jesus. Jesus told his disciples and the people he was preaching to. He said, listen, John the Baptist was somebody that was prophesied, even in the book of Malachi in the Old Testament, that he will announce the Messiah. John the Baptist is the one that said, behold, he that would baptize you in the Spirit. I baptize you with water. He will baptize you in the Spirit, in the Holy Spirit. So John the Baptist knew all these things. He was a forerunner of Christ. But when push came to shove, he began to doubt Jesus. But Jesus, knowing the friendship he had with John, did not throw him under the bus. He did not say, oh, you, John, you're my friend. How can you say this about me? Oh, just no. Jesus Christ still remembered the friendship. And he said, John the Baptist is somebody you guys went to the forest to see. You didn't go to eat your food. You didn't go to see a rich man. You went to listen to him because of who he was. He still tried to uplift John the Baptist. So this is what a friend should be. I want to let you guys know that friendship comes and friendship goes. And when it's time for the friendship to end, we don't have to go into the gutters and try to tear our friend down. We have to remember the good memories we shared together, the times we laughed together, the times we cried together. We don't have to burn bridges, because 20 or 30 years down the line, your children might see your picture and say, Mommy, who's this? You say, oh, this is my best friend or my childhood friend. Oh, and it goes on, and your kids can even reconnect. Or even if it doesn't happen, you don't burn bridges. And I say this because you don't say because we are no longer friends, and then you go back and you trash talk this friend. And you forget all the memories and the good times and the bad times you guys had together. It's very bad when I see people do that. It kind of tells me about when you come tell me about this friend and I see the two of you going hard together for years, and then you come and trash talk that friend. It makes me look at you sideways like, maybe the next time when we go separate ways, you might talk about me next. Who knows? So this is friendship. Friendship is important. And you remember also in the Bible when Jonathan and King David were friends. When Saul wanted to kill David, Jonathan went and told Saul, this is what my dad, the king, wants to do. He gave him the loop, put him in the loop, and he saved David's life. So fast forward years down the line, Jonathan had a baby. Now, Jonathan died, King Saul died, and they had a baby called Mephibosheth. Now, Mephibosheth had a nanny, and the nanny, in panic, took Mephibosheth and tried to run away. And she dropped the baby, and the baby fell, and his legs were crippled, and he couldn't walk. Now, mind you, this is royalty. So he had to go live in the slums. And when David heard what happened, he said, because of my friend Jonathan. Jonathan was already passed, but he said, because of my friend Jonathan, he said, go get me Mephibosheth. And he brought Mephibosheth to the palace. He bestowed on him all the things that were due his father, King Saul. Not minding what King Saul did to him, but because of the friendship he had with Jonathan, he took care of Mephibosheth, and he gave him anywhere to live in the palace, and he lived there forever till generations to come. And that is friendship. You have friends that have been there for you through thick and thin. And it comes a moment when your friends have to be let go. My prayer, like what I used to pray when I moved to this place, it was hard. Most of my friends were back home in Nigeria, and I moved to America. It was really hard for me to adjust, But I had to pray. I said, God, I can't reach my friends. We had different time zones. Sometimes I will always be the one calling, but they didn't really have, much money to call international. And I kind of get it. So I was okay doing that. But it sometimes becomes so burdensome. You're like, I'm always the one initiating. I'm always the one initiating. And this friend is just like they don't care anymore. I think it's time for you to, just move along and pray for God to give you a friend in every season. because seasons come and season goes. That's how friends come and friends go. Some go with you the rest of your life, but some fall along the wayside. But the thing is, don't trash talk your friends. You have been friends at one point in time. Keep that memory precious and don't go talk bad about them, you know. So I just want to talk about friendship today, and I hope I have inspired somebody to kind of reevaluate your friendship. I know it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with your friend. Now, if your friend did something to you, then now you have a telltale sign that it's time to let go. But if nothing, you know, bad really happened, that you guys just grew apart, that's okay. That's okay. You can move on with your life, and hopefully you get new friends in the next season of your life that will serve you, that will help your gifts leap. And when time comes, those friends will also fade away. And that is life. Life just happens. So today, I just hope you guys reevaluate your friendships and know that friendships come and friendships go. And I thank you guys for watching today. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys.